relationship with cannabis. And this year, there's been more moves to try and implement more regulations in both the hemp and marijuana space.
Yeah, one big change here that might be coming to the state is an amendment potentially legalizing the recreational use of marijuana for those 21 and older. Governor Ron DeSantis shared his opinion and his opposition earlier this week.
Yeah, and NBC6's Sofia Hernandez is in the studio with part 2 of her coverage on the history and future of cannabis in our state.
In order to pass, it needs more than 60% of the vote. And if it passes, it would take effect on May 5th of 2025. And it allows for medical marijuana dispensaries to sell to the general public.
I think competition is good. I think it makes all of us improve our game, up the quality of our products.
The question on everyone's mind is if Amendment 3 passes, would it mean that Florida would become a national hub for purchasing marijuana?
Once recreational passes, what will happen is now your total available market becomes enormous.
Dustin Robinson, or Mr. Cannabis Law, says currently licensed medical marijuana centers in operation have to abide by strict restrictions related to who can own a company, the employees you have, the real estate needed to operate, and more. But the flip side is that Florida allows these centers to open an unlimited number of dispensaries. Because of that, he doesn't believe those looking to get into the space will be able to obtain a license quickly, and if November's bill passes, it will only become more difficult.
There's no limit to the amount of competition that can come in, because if I have a license and the other guy raised more money than me, he raises $200 million, he could go open up hundreds of facilities, and if I can't raise the capital, I can't do that.
It's a fear that Patrick Masucci has. While he doesn't sell marijuana now, if Amendment 3 passes, he could potentially look to apply for a license. But right now, his concern is with a bill, SB 1698. It would limit the amount of Delta-9 THC hemp extract to be 5 milligrams per serving, 50 per container. Hundreds of products like this one wouldn't even be able to be sold.
What it does is, in one fell swoop, is it makes pretty much all the marketable THC products that our industry has been successfully selling illegal and would make us felons if we sold it.
The bill is currently awaiting to be sent to the governor's desk, but it has no impact on any marijuana products or medical marijuana centers. However, Amendment 3 does. And if it passes in November, the legislature would still need to provide frameworks for regulatory standards and the time, place, and manner for which marijuana can be had. For those looking to sell marijuana without the proper licensing, there are penalties. In February, Miami Beach made smoking marijuana in public a criminal penalty of up to 60 days in jail with a $500 fine. In Miami, possession or distribution of 20 grams or less of marijuana could amount to up to 1 year in jail or a $1,000 fine. And in Broward County, the same. If you are selling marijuana without a license provided by the Office of Medical Marijuana, you can face felony charges. Some think the rules now are too strict.
This is a plant that's a weed that you can grow in your backyard. So I feel that no one should be charged and incarcerated for cannabis.
Lanier says for years, marijuana has helped him to keep calm and cool. It's why he advocates now for what he believes is the future. Those anticipating changes come November say Florida needs to be ready for what could be a new wave of cannabis customers.
We currently don't even have enough canopy growing in the state of Florida to supply the demand that we're forecasting for recreational. So there's going to have to be a lot of capital coming into Florida, a lot of build out, a lot of innovation.
For more on this story and others related to cannabis, you could visit our website, NBCMiami.com. Sofia Hernandez, NBC6 News.
NBC6 First Alert Weather, certified most accurate.